What's going on, YouTube? This is the OpTic Flamesword, and the other day I announced the OpTic Gaming Halo roster, and just for future reference, I will always be calling it OpTic Halo, but when we do compete, we will be going underneath OpTic Gaming, just to make that clear for all you to know. Today I want to talk about the entire roster more in detail, just because the other day I announced the roster and didn't really go into kind of the careers, what they are like outside of gaming, and little things such like that. So again, we're going to go over the roster today. Obviously, you all know a lot about myself if you're watching this on my YouTube channel. So there's a lot of things you already know about me since I've been living in the OpTic house and making videos basically every day and sharing my entire life with you all. So we're going to skip me with that baby beard, even though we all know my beard is much, much more crazier now and a lot cooler. But we're going to go with Aries. Now, Aries is the person we picked up. Obviously, we were looking at him in Arcanum, and a lot of you have been asking why'd you go with him over Arcanum. Well, like I said, we played with both of them, and we got a good feel of both of them. And there was just something about Aries that really clicked with us a lot more than we thought. There was something about him that we enjoyed a lot better. Not saying that we didn't enjoy Arcanum, great friends with him in and outside of the game as well. But there was really something about Aries that caught us, and having him on the team now, I've been talking to him a lot more, and there's something I didn't even realize during competing against him during the Halo Reach days is that he basically followed the same plan or goal, image, whatever you really want to call it, that us back in the day known as Status Quo did, which was stick with the same people and just see how good you can do. Aries in the final year of Halo Reach teamed with a dude named Frosty and Frosty's brother Sneaky Beaver for the entire year, and they just continuously swapped out their fourth. And he was really the main purpose of why they were able to do such amazing things. They stuck around the top 16, top 12 for the beginning of the year, and then towards the last part of the season, the last two events where you had to stick with the same team, he ended up placing top 8, top 8. But in those events, he did some incredible things. There was a team called Warriors, which was basically the status quo of Halo Reach. And why I say the status quo of Halo Reach is because we were a team at the end of Halo 3 that show that if you stick together, take the challenge of just, getting over that hurdle, fixing each other's mistakes, constructive criticism, then sticking together as a team is really the route to go. And so Aries over here ends up 3-0ing this Warriors team at Nationals, even though Warriors ended up coming back to the losers bracket and placing, I believe, top 4. So he was a huge, huge purpose of that. I believe he went plus 25 in the series during the 3-0, I believe is what they did. And he was just, just this player that stuck with two of his friends the entire year, but was doing incredible things and kind of under the radar because of the team he was on. Now with us, I think he's going to have a great opportunity to do incredible things. He's got people like myself, Ace, Saw, even Enable as the sub, and Coach Elamite to really further his game, help him with little things that he has questions for to improve himself. Also, outside of the game, he's a great person. He has his own job. He does a child's daycare after school program that he works for 4 hours. So, he's a great guy. Also, music-wise, he loves Mac Miller, which is what I love because I'm kind of on a Mac Miller flow. So, happy that he is on the team. Moving along to Ace. Many of you already know a lot about Ace. He's been on the team since the very beginning. He is probably one of my best friends that I've ever made in the gaming community, in the gaming world. And I'm glad that he's on the team. For his in-gaming career, he's basically been with me since 2009. We had a fallout in 2012, but during the 2009, we placed 7th, 7th, our first two events together, and then we started swapping out our fourths because Strong Side left our team, and we always had to try to find the perfect fourth, and we never really found that person because there was always people just joining the team and leaving the next event, and then us looking for a new fourth. So going into the 2010 season, if you did all watch my gaming history or a brief little thing of my gaming history, you all do know that it was me, him, and these two people to your right when you're looking at this picture, Assault and Enable, that we ended up teaming. And how the team initially started was myself, Ace, and Enable looking for one. We went through a bunch of fours, and we had this player named APG who did just win the last event with BTH. And he was on our team, and we were doing incredible. We did not, I feel like we didn't drop one series online. We thought we were going to be one of the most incredible teams going into that 2010 season. Somewhere along the lines, APG decided to leave the team basically 2 weeks before the roster deadline and join another team. Not sure to this day why he left it. He always also says, I don't even know why I did it. I mean, you guys went on to do amazing things, get sponsored by Red Bull. I have no idea why I left a winning team like we were. So we had to decide, again, between two people who to pick up. And those two people were Assault, which you see in the image, and this player named Gilkey. And we ran with both of them, and both did incredible things. We lost more games with Assault when doing the online scrims, but again, there was just something about him that drew us to pick him up, and we ended up picking him up, and it was obviously a great decision because in 2010 we went on to do great things, placed 4-3 events in a row, and then we kind of slacked off because we did hit that kind of team bump that many teams do have, where it's like, shit, man, we've been a team for 3 events and we can't get past this one place and we haven't even shown improvement. And because of that, there's always this little stressful moments, and we ended up placing seventh that next event. But then going into nationals, we had a little land, and we were like, dude, we're definitely better than seventh. We should always be placing top four or better. And from that, we got this fire, and we went into nationals and placed second. And we still weren't happy because everyone always wants to win at the end of the day. But we were happy that we were finally able to break that curse of top four. So obviously, from the brief history too, you heard that in 2011 we all get sponsored by Red Bull, and then myself, Ace, and Assault and Enable end up winning the first Reach tournament. So that is how Assault ended up coming on Status Quo. I also do enjoy that. That's kind of the whole story behind this OpTic Halo squad, is that we had two people that we tried. They both did amazing, but Aries just had something that drew us to him. And going back to Ace, obviously he's been with me, like I said, since 2011. Then after that, it was myself, Enable, Royal Toon, Snakebite made a roster change 9 days before the last Halo Reach tournament at an MLG event, for that matter. And we made that decision just because we knew that was going to kind of probably be the last tournament. So we kind of wanted to make a pretty much a God squad, which we knew was going to be an automatic win, and we go into that event and we do win it. And just to be clear, that event was in 2012. It was the beginner or the winter invitational opener of MLG that year, and that is the event that myself, Enable, Snakebite, and Royal 2 went in and dominated. Brought it all the way down to a game 11 to finish the entire event, which was huge for Halo, which was pretty much a great way to end MLG or Halo at an MLG event. Besides that, me and Ace have been together for basically ever. A couple AGL events, he was teaming with other people, and me and Abel were teaming with other people. Shaw kind of just went away from the gaming scene, decided to focus a little bit on school and stuff like that. But going back to Ace, I believe Ace is a chemical engineer, or he studied chemical engineering in college at the University of Kentucky. Great school, great program, great just college environment. And he's actually taken these past 2 semesters off, or these next 2 semesters, this fall one and the spring one coming up, to focus on this whole gaming thing because he wants to win as badly as I do and all these other guys. So Ace is an intelligent guy in and outside of the game. He is probably the player on our team that you will see pulled off the most clips. I mean, this guy gets a sniper in his hands, and he's just getting triple kills and overkills on the man. So I'm glad that he has continued to stick with me and just pretty much just fight through it, find this roster, and feel comfortable with everyone around us. And that moves on to our next person, Assault. Like I said, Assault we picked up was a situation in 2010. There was somebody between him and somebody else that we ended up picking up, and we ended up going with him, and we could never have been happier. He is someone like myself. He is outside of the game, is huge into fitness and the whole health grind. He's a pretty big guy. He's like 6'1", I believe, 6'2". Great at basketball, great at the gym. When he does get YouTube going, when they all get YouTube going, I'm sure you'll be able to learn more about them, see their personality shine. And obviously, for now, we're just going to focus on gaming since we have 2 events in these next 3 weeks. So we really want to focus on that since YouTube does take a lot of time. It's going to take me some time to teach them everything that I do so they could also do it and you all can learn by them. But a huge fitness dude, much more brolic than me, much more bigger than me, just a stronger dude. And during college and high school was a great baseball player. Ended up having a back injury because of diving over a fence to catch a ball and just flipping once he hit the fence. And pretty much it was kind of his downfall for his baseball career. But I'm sure if he wanted to play again now with the physical beast that he is, he could probably do some amazing stuff. But him, as well as taking this semester and the next semester off to focus on gaming, which is, I couldn't ask for anything better because now I know that I have just dedicated players on the team. That is a Shaw, and his end game is that also he's been with us since 2010, and then the 2011 season. 2012 is when he joined a different team. 2013 basically just stopped playing. He went into League of Legends, just enjoyed playing that, so only played that. And now he's back on our team. He's been playing incredible from the small games that we have played, and I'm looking forward to everything. And then obviously our sub Enable, he is this person that many of you know from Call of Duty, but he did start with myself, Ace, Assault on the Status Quo days where, basically our entire careers really did start and where they began to shine with all the great things that did happen to us, the great opportunities we did were able to see and all that stuff. So there's Enable. He's our sub. We put him on as a sub because I feel everyone on our team is going to be comfortable playing with him. He's always been that individually great, talented player, and just like all of us on the team, just the positive vibes type of dude who is always just there to win and help as any way he can. And he was wanting to play Halo for as much as he could, and so I found no better other way than for him joining our team for subs for when I can't make certain online cups. And he was more than ecstatic to join, and so we are happy that he is here. And I'm sure many of you do know about him since he's in the Call of Duty scene. He's still around, and he's doing great things on the Call of Duty scene. And of course, Elamite is Ace's brother. He had an incredible career, and now he is taking on, the coaching position. And we couldn't ask for a better coach. He did incredible things during Halo 2. And even though will be competing in Halo 2 Anniversary, we are happy that he has that huge knowledge base of Halo 2 that he could just tell us little things and help improve our game to be the best team that we can. So there is the entire kind of in-depth of our team all. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And as always, this is the Out the Beer Flamesword. I'll see you guys later. Peace.